Okay, student, today is the second lesson. Let's recall what we have learned in the last lesson. In the last lesson, we have learned how to represent the equation of circle. Alright, there are two forms to represent the equation of circle. One, we call it the standard form, and the other one, we call it the general form. To represent the equation of circle, what you need is the location of center. We usually use H and K to represent the center, the coordinate of center, and we use the R to represent the radius. Once we have the center of once we have the coordinate of the center and the radius of the circle, then we can write down the equation of circle by standard form, which is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals to r squared. Alright, how about the general form? The general form is the expansion of the standard form. We usually just expand the standard form by using a minus b squared equals to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared, or you can use a plus b squared equals to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. When you expand the standard form, you will obtain the general form, which is x squared plus y squared plus dx plus ey plus f equal to 0. Remember, in general form, the first two terms must be x squared plus y squared. That means the coefficient must be 1. If the coefficient is 2, let's say if the equation is in this way, what you need to do is to divide 2 first to obtain the general form before you find the center and the radius of the circle. Okay, of course, if the question has already write the standard form for you, for example, x plus 3 squared plus y minus 4 squared equals to 9, you can find out the center quite easily. For this example, the center is negative 3 and 4, while the radius is with 9. That should be 3. How about the standard form? It states that the standard form, the center hk will be negative d over 2, negative e over 2. And then the radius will be h squared plus k squared minus f, and then take the square root, will be the radius. Under this definition, there are three types of circle. The first one, we call it real circle. Second one, point circle. And the last one, imaginary circle. We will consider the term in the square root. That means we will consider the term here to determine whether it is a point circle, real circle, or imaginary circle. Not the radius. We will consider the term in the square root. That means if the term in the square root h squared plus k squared minus f is positive, we call the circle be real circle. If the term in the square root is 0, we will call it a point circle because the radius is 0. Then we will say it's a point circle. And then lastly, if the term x squared plus k squared minus f is negative, that means we cannot find the radius because you cannot take the square root for a negative value. Then we will call it imaginary circle. This page has already shown what we have learned in the last lesson. Today we are going to learn more about equation of circle. Part C. Find the equation of circle under different given condition. No matter what the condition in the question give you, what you need to do is to find out the coordinate of the center. That means I want to find the hk, the coordinate of center, as well as the radius. Once you got these two information, you can write down the equation of circle quite easily by using standard form. Let's see example 7.5. Example 7.5. It states that the circle passes through the point A, negative 1, negative 2, with the center C, 4, and negative 3. Then we have the center. what we have to do is to find out the radius. Of course, the distance between the center and any point on the circle will be the radius. Then we should apply the standard form. Let's recall the formula for the distance. The distance should be square root the difference of x coordinate square and the difference for y coordinate square will be the radius. In this case, with 26 here. With 26. Then you have the center and the radius. Then you can write down the equation of circle by standard form. X minus 4 square plus y plus 3 square equals to root 26 square, that is 26. That will be the answer. Of course, you can expand the standard form to get the general form. Both answers are correct. That you can just by expand the bracket to obtain the general form. But most likely, student will write down the standard form. Because the standard form is more easier than the general form. Let's finish the quick practice 7.5. You may pause the video and then finish the quick practice 7.5. So I will check the answer right now. I find the equation of circle passing through the origin. That means the center is 0, 0. Pass through the origin, not the center. The center should be here. This is the center 7, 1. Pass through the origin. Therefore, the radius will be square root 7 minus 0. Origin represents 0, 0. 1 minus 0 square and then take the square root. That should be square root 49 plus 1, 50. Then the equation of circle equation will be x minus 7 square, y minus 1 square equals to root 50 square. That should be 50. Root 50 square will be 50. That should be the answer. Let's see example 7.6. Remember, if the question asks you to find the equation of circle, what you need to do is to find out the center and the radius. In this question, A and B are the endpoints of the diameter. Then the radius will be the distance of AB over 2. That should be by distance formula. 4 minus negative 2 square plus 3 minus 5 square and then over 2. That should be 636 root 40 over 2. If you simplify, take out 4, that should be root 10. Then the center will be the midpoint. The midpoint should be the sum of x coordinate over 2 and the sum of y coordinate over 2. That should be 1 and 4. Now you have the radius as well as the center. Therefore, you can find the equation of circle by standard form. X minus 1 square plus y minus 4 square equals to root 10 square. That should be 10. Let's see the alternative solution. This solution I think is more difficult than the previous one. He will use the theorem in the last chapter. Angle in semicircle. By angle in semicircle, we may obtain the line BP will perpendicular the line AP angle in semicircle. The product of their slope is -1. Then you will obtain the equation of circle by this formula. But I think this quite difficult. It's better for you to find out the center of the circle and the radius of circle and then write down the equation of circle by standard form. Let's see the quick practice 7.6. Consider two plots. A and B on a circle. If AB is the diameter of the circle, find the equation of circle. Alright, then you may find the distance of AB, which is the length of the diameter, -3 minus -9 square plus -4 minus 4 square. That should be root 36 plus 64. Alright, that should be 110. Alright, therefore the radius will be 10/2. Alright, how about the center, which is the midpoint of AB, the sum of x coordinate over 2, the sum of y coordinate over 2, which is -6 and 0. Alright, therefore the equation of circle, I may write here, the equation of circle should be x minus -6, that should be +6 square, y minus 0 square, that should be y square, and then 5 square, 25. Alright, that should be the answer. Okay, example 7.7. Alright, find the equation of circle from three given points. Alright, why can we find a circle from 3 given points? Alright, if you consider no matter the standard form, alright, or the general form, you may find that there are only 3 unknown in this both form. Alright, for standard form, the unknown is HKR. For general form, the unknown are DEF. Therefore, if we able to set up 3 formula, we are able to find all the unknown. Alright, therefore, if 3 points on the circle is given to you, then we can set up 3 equations. Once we set up 3 equations, we can solve the simultaneous equation and obtain the values of DEF. Then we can find the equation of circle. Alright, but the question is, which form should we use? Alright, standard form or general form? Alright, if the question has already give out 3 points to you, or it is better for you to let the equation of circle by general form but not standard form. Alright, you can still find the results from standard form. Alright, but if you use standard form, there will be a square term, alright, which is more difficult. Alright, therefore it's better for you to let the equation of circle by general form. Just substitute this point to obtain 3 equality. Alright, 3 equality with 3 unknown. Alright, then you can solve the equation. Alright, first of all, f equal to 0, then sub f equal to 0 into equality 2 and 3, you will obtain equality 4 and 5. Alright, remember this is the simultaneous equation in 2 unknown. Alright, therefore you may use your calculator, alright, to obtain the result, which is D equals to 1, E equals to F. Alright, now let's do the group practice 7.7. Alright, the point are 0, 0, 0, 8, and -4, 2. I found the equation of circle. Alright, it's better for you to let the equation of circle in general form if 3 given points are if 3 points are given to you. Alright, now try to let the equation of circle in general form first, and then substitute ABC to obtain 3 equality, and then solve D, E, and F. Then you can write down the equation of circle directly. Alright, you may do it now. So we will let the equation of circle by general form. Alright, and then substitute A 0, 0, alright, to get F equal to 0. Alright, substitute B 0, 8. Alright, 64 plus 8y plus F is 0, or F is 0, therefore equal to 0, then you will get y equals to -8, not y. Here, not y, that should be x e equals to 0. Then e equals to negative x. And finally, substitute negative 4 and 2. And we will have 16 plus 4 minus 4d plus 2e, that is minus 16, plus f, that is plus 0, equal to 0. Alright, and then you will get d equals to 1. Alright, therefore, the equation of circle will be x squared plus y squared plus dxd is 1, and then plus ey, f is 0. Alright, that should be the equation of circle. Alright, if you may get the same result if you let the equation of circle in standard form, but I'm not prefer you to let the equation of circle in standard form, but I still show it to you. You will get the same result, r squared. Alright, let's see. If you put 0, 0, you will get x squared plus k squared equal to r squared. If you substitute the second point, what is the second point? The second point is 0x, 0x, you will get x squared, x minus k squared equal to r squared. And then substitute the last point, negative 4 and 2, you will get negative 4 minus x squared plus 2 minus k squared equals to r squared. And then you will find this is very difficult, or it's very difficult for you to solve these three simultaneous equations. Therefore, you should let the equation of circle by standard form, by general form, but not standard form. Alright, now that's the end of today's lesson. Alright, for the homework in this week, you should finish question 6, question 7, and then question 11a, question 12, and then question 18. These 5 questions is the homework for this week. See you in the next lesson.